Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a truly fascinating juxtaposition, the kind of thing that absolutely defines modern Dubai. On the one hand, you've got this city that's literally world-renowned for its carefree leisure and, just boundless luxury. But on the other hand, supporting all of that incredible freedom is a highly proactive, strictly enforced legal safety net. So how exactly do these two pillars interact to create the vibe Dubai is so famous for? Well, let's find out.
I mean, think about it. Where else in the world can you safely go for a swim in the ocean at 2 in the morning, but simultaneously face serious jail time just for carrying a simple pocket knife in your backpack? It sounds like a total contradiction, right? You have this complete 24/7 freedom of movement paired with a super strict ban on carrying even minor tools. But as you'll see today, these two facts aren't actually contradictory at all. Actually, scratch that. They're completely connected. One literally makes the other possible.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, welcome to Kite Beach. 2. Thrills, chills, and snacks. 3. Maintaining a safe haven. And finally, 4. The sharp tools ban.
All right, Section 1. Welcome to Kite Beach, Dubai's premier sun-soaked destination.
We're going to start our journey right on the sand. So Kite Beach is situated just off the super vibrant Jumeirah neighborhood, and it is hands down one of Dubai's most popular free public beaches. For locals and tourists alike, this place is an absolute sanctuary. You've got pristine sand, a totally welcoming atmosphere, and these majestic, postcard-perfect views of the iconic Burj Al Arab right there on the horizon. It really is the ultimate picture of Dubai leisure. And this brilliantly illustrates how deeply accessible this slice of paradise really is. You absolutely do not need a luxury vehicle to get here. You simply hop on the Dubai Metro Red Line, get off at Insurance Market Station 1, and grab bus line 81. It drops you directly at the Manara or Enoch stops. From there, it's just a quick 5-minute stroll to the water. The whole city is essentially designed to just seamlessly funnel you toward relaxation. Moving right along to Section 2. Thrills, chills, and snacks. 24/7 beachside leisure.
The sheer volume of activities going on here is just wild. For you adrenaline seekers, we're talking kite surfing, wakeboarding, and stand-up paddleboarding. For fitness enthusiasts, there's a huge 14-kilometer running track right along the coast. You can grab day passes from Solomio if you just want to chill on a sun lounger. And the food? You've got food trucks right on the sand, serving up Salt's incredibly famous sliders and their legendary Lotus Shake. Retail spots stay open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and the food venues run until midnight on the weekends. But really, look at that third point, night swimming access. This is a public space that genuinely never sleeps.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 3. Maintaining a safe haven. The bridge between fun and security.
So you might be wondering, how is it actually possible to allow the general public to safely swim in the ocean from sunset to sunrise? Well, parts of Kite Beach are equipped with these incredibly powerful floodlights and staffed by round-the-clock lifeguards. But here's the thing, those physical, on-site measures are just one layer of security. I mean, sure, floodlights and lifeguards protect you from the ocean, but what protects the public from each other in a bustling 24/7 environment? Well, that requires a completely different kind of safety net.
Now, I want you to focus on this number for a second, 135. Back in the year 2020, the Dubai criminal courts heard exactly 135 cases that involved the use of sharp weapons. We're talking knives, swords, metal bars, hammers. Now, while Dubai is famously incredibly safe, this number represented a real vulnerability. It was essentially a loophole that could threaten the whole carefree, relaxed vibe of places like Kite Beach.
Which brings us to Section 4, the Sharp Tools Ban, UAE's proactive penal code update.
To address those cases involving sharp weapons, the UAE took some very decisive action. In September of 2021, the country revised its penal code and introduced Article 405. This rule, which went into full effect in January 2022, explicitly makes it illegal to carry cutting, piercing, smashing, or stabbing tools in public. And if you're caught flouting this rule, the consequences are no joke. The punishment includes jail time, a heavy fine, or even both.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the clear distinction the law actually makes. Naturally, legal possession is strictly limited to folks whose professions actively require it. Think your carpenters, your butchers, or tradespeople. Contrast that with the general public. You can no longer just carry around a pocket knife or a meat cleaver or an axe just for quote-unquote protection or just in case.
Let's quickly compare the old law to the new one, because it really helps us understand this massive shift in strategy. Under the old law, carrying a sharp weapon wasn't considered illegal unless you were actually involved in a crime, like an assault or a robbery. Basically, you had to actively use the tool to harm someone to break the law. It was highly reactive. The new law? It's entirely proactive. Mere possession without professional justification is now a crime in itself. The primary goal here is to empower police officers to stop and question individuals if they're found with a sharp tool. It's all about preventing those heat-of-the-moment crimes before they even start.
Legal experts view this as way more than just punishment. They see it as essential societal structure. Dr. Hassan El-Hais of Al Rawad Advocates in Dubai put it like this. This is a natural progression of the country's legal system that is focused on providing a safe environment for all and working towards preventing crime. It's basically seen as a super-logical evolution for a city that absolutely demands safety for everyone living there or visiting.
And we're hearing a very similar sentiment straight from the highest levels of the judiciary. Judge Ahmed Abraham Saif, a senior judge of the Dubai Civil Court and the former Chief Justice of Dubai's criminal courts, calls the law a precautionary measure. He notes it will contribute to a drop in the number of cases such as assaults and armed robberies. So the crucial point is that by criminalizing the mere presence of these weapons on the street, the legal system is actively designing an environment where sudden, violent escalations are aggressively deterred.
Which brings us to our final thought. Does the proactive restriction of minor liberties, like carrying a pocket knife, create the ultimate foundation for carefree public leisure? Well, Dubai's answer is a resounding yes. The fact that you can grab a lotus shake at midnight or safely swim under the floodlights at 2 a.m. at Kite Beach, that doesn't just happen by accident. It is meticulously engineered through strict, proactive laws like Article 405 that prioritize our collective safety over individual allowances. It's a genuinely fascinating model of civic design where the firmest boundaries actually allow for the greatest freedoms. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to keep questioning how the world around you is built.